Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't posted videos in a while, but as you can see I was really busy setting up my new studio. I'm still not done yet, but it's in a state where I can put on content consistently. So make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a video in the future. Today, we're going to be unboxing the Intel NUC 9 Extreme PC Kit. It's a 5-liter chassis and it has amazing performance and gaming features. It allows you to put in your own memory, your own GPU, your own storage, and pick your own operating system. We're going to be taking it apart and putting it back together to see how it works. Let's get right into it.
The way this thing comes packaged is really cool. After you open the cardboard box, it reveals this metal box that has the skull logo. The skull is a theme that will follow us around with the entire Intel NUC 9, and I must say it's a nice touch. The metal box is closed with this buckle and strap that goes all the way around. Definitely an interesting and unique way to unbox a PC. But obviously no one is buying this for the boxing. So let's see if the PC inside the packaging is just as cool. The size of this thing is really mind-blowing. It's like maybe having two Mac Minis stacked on top of each other, but with a lot of customization options. It's quite heavy already, considering it does not come with major components like a graphics card. Taking a look at the front, we have a power button, an SD card reader, what looks like two USB 3.0s, and a headphone or audio port. On the back, we see 4 more USB 3.0s, 2 gigabit Ethernet ports, an HDMI, and 2 USB-C connections. At the bottom, you can see the integrated power supply. It's crazy to see how small the power supply is, despite the entire PC already being super small. Let's take a look on how this thing works on the inside. To take this apart, we just have to remove the 2 screws holding the top panel into place. They don't actually come out all the way, so we just need to loosen them up and then push the panel until it snaps off. The top panel houses 2 fans that are powered via a contact port. One of the fans has a grill to protect cables on the inside from getting caught in it. Let's take a look at the rest of it as well. The side panels come right off without unscrewing anything. Inside you can see a tiny motherboard that seems to have the Intel Compute Module. This one is equipped with a mobile i9 processor. After we take off the other side, we can see the compute module installed on the motherboard via a PCIe, similar to how you would install a graphics card on a normal motherboard. Since it doesn't come with any storage, memory, or a GPU, let's take a look at how someone would go about installing those. To get to the M2 slots on this thing, we first have to remove the compute module. The process is fairly easy, but it does take a bit of finessing since it's housed in such a small case. You unscrew the screws holding it together and then you remove it like a graphics card. You can now see the 2 M2 slots and the 2 laptop memory slots once the compute module is out of the way. Installing the M2 SSD is similar to how you would install it on any other system. Just insert it at an angle, making sure the grooves line up with the notch, and then press until it clicks into place. Once it's in, just secure it with the screw. We used a 1TB M2 SSD, which I will link in the description below. Now that the SSD is installed, let's move on to the memory. If you've ever installed memory on a laptop such as a MacBook Pro, back when they let you, the process is really similar. You insert memory at an angle and then push down until you hear it click into place. And you guys already know how much I love the sound of memory being clicked into place, so let's listen and enjoy that together for the second one. We used a 64GB kit from Crucial, which will also be linked in the description, along with the SSD and the NUC 9 itself. Normally at this point I'd be installing the graphics card, but unfortunately I was unable to find one that actually fit in this case. I'm just as frustrated at the lack of supply caused by the silicon shortage and the crypto boom. Let's just hope we can get back to normal time soon. Once I get a GPU 1/10 of the size of my personal PC, and you can keep upgrading your GPU as new one comes out to keep up with the performance. Now let's put this thing back together. We start with getting the compute module back on the board and screwing it back into place. The side panels need to go back on as well. This was really easy to do once you line them up, but sometimes even the easy things give you some issues. As you can see, for some reason it took me a few tries to get it lined up. We repeat the process for the other side panel, and then it's time to slide the top panel back on and screw it into place. I did want to make sure it turned on after I took it apart, but obviously without a GPU and an operating system installed, there wasn't much value in doing that.
Overall, I'm really impressed by the NUC 9. It's the smallest PC I've ever reviewed, and stay tuned to the channel because I'll be putting in a GPU and benchmarking it some more. Overall, I think this has great potential to serve as a great PC, especially if you want something smaller, for people who are into gaming, VR, machine learning, or even just having it around the house without taking up too much room. In my next video, I'll be building my wife a new computer, and we'll be working with the 3060 Ti. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching.